You know, every one of us will love comfort, but let me
Yes,
tell you
sir.
the truth. God has not called God's purpose. The purpose of God for your life is lived outside your comfort zone. Whatever God didn't call you to a life of comfort. In fact, God called you to a life of discomfort. God is not
How do you mean by that, sir?
God is not God is not interested in your comfort, because the life that you are called to live is outside of your comfort zone. Everybody has a comfort zone. So let me give you I'm sure we know the story of when the disciples were in the boat, right?
Yes.
And Jesus was in a mountain praying at the book of Matthew, and they were struggling in the boat, and then Jesus came walking to them, and Peter and Jesus said, "Do not be afraid, it is I." And Peter said, "Lord, if it is you, bid me come to where you are." And Jesus said, "Come, Peter." And Peter responded to that call, and he stepped out of the boat and began to do what is impossible in the natural. What does that mean? God has called you to do, not to do what is possible. God has called us to do what is impossible. So whatever God has called you to do, if you take a look at the story of every single character that we read about in the Bible, Joseph, David, they did what was outside of themselves. So the purpose and call of God is, we must understand that we cannot stay in our area of comfort. We must step out of the comfort zone. Also, the life that you desire, the life that you've always desired to live, you have to step out of yourself. For instance, for those of you that like soccer, they have to, there are certain prices they have to pay. There's certain food they cannot eat, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's not their comfort. If it's their comfort, they will eat hamburger, they will eat fries, they will eat all that. But because of their purpose or their calling, there's certain things they cannot do. So they have to step out of their comfort zone. Let me give you another example of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali said 5 a.m. every morning he will get up and he will go running. And he said he hated every minute of it. Right? Who wouldn't like to sleep in? Just sleep
Because
there.
it's not comfortable.
There's no comfort. So he has to now run. And he said he hated every minute of it, but he loved being a champion. So therefore, because of his love for being a champion, he was willing to pay the price to get up at 5 a.m. and go for his run. So every one of us, we have areas of comfort, but we must be ready. We must be willing to do what is not comfortable. If you study the life and ministry of Jesus, Jesus left the glory, he left everything, he left his comfort zone.
Yes, sir.
To come to this world, to become like us, to redeem us to himself. So life is lived when we step out of our comfort zone, so that we can truly become everything that we are born to be. So for a man or a woman to fulfill his or our purpose, he or she must also be willing to step out of their comfort zone.